web. We've now on one YouTube channel, to be technical, reached 90 million views. On our other 6 channels and several other auxiliaries, it's over 300 million views on our own channels just in the last 2.5 years. 300 million views on YouTube. We are dominating YouTube. We are dominating Google Analytics. We are dominating so many facets, but I have really never promoted twitter.com/RealAlexJones. Please follow us there. We're going to start putting more photos, videos, announcements exclusive, because I also need this as a info weapon. Like if I'm out at a protest or demonstration, something's happening, I'm going to start tweeting myself. I do sometimes, a lot. It's something I can do. I'm driving through traffic at a red light. I'm going to really start hammering it out there and making announcements. So twitter.com/RealAlexJones. And I've got some of the Twitters here. We're about to go to Bob Chapman. It says, Alex Jones, I've been listening to you every day for the past 3 years. Thank you. That's from Vicky1557. Here's another one. Great to see you here, Alex. Love you and your videos. Hubby and I are huge fans. Keep up the good work. Fall of the Republic 2 coming soon. That's from Gatwoski. There's a lot of other great folks here as well. Says, thank you, Alex Jones, for all your hard work. You're a great patriot and a role model. Go get them, brother. We're going to take a few questions on the economy, on gold, on the open announcements of the death of the dollar in the Wall Street Journal and Time Magazine yesterday. We're going to take 3 or 4 questions from Twitter at Alex Jones, Twitter account, twitter.com/RealAlexJones. So again, we'll take some of those towards the end of the hour. I promise. So guys, remind me to do that. I got a lot of news here I want to cover. But going back now into the news that I want to bring up to Bob Chapman first, this is out of RTE News. France wants new global finance system, the end of the dollar. Of course, their finance minister also called for that a month ago. The Chinese have also called for that. And the globalists are unified in this. Our own government is saying it's going to be great. It should happen. And there's not going to be any problems associated with this, basically, except for some market issues. How do you like a doubling of prices? How do you like destroying people on fixed incomes? How do you like the fact we don't have any industry left and won't be able to buy all the slave goods anymore? Why the dollar's reign is near an end. That's out of the Wall Street Journal. Also, I wanted to talk about this with Bob. It's such a big deal. It's been out for a week. They just announced, the SPP means we're going to use foreign troops in America, Canada, and Mexico. This is out of the Ottawa Citizen, one of the biggest national papers in Canada. Canada, U.S. agree to use each other's troops in civil emergencies inside each other's nations. Told you about this in Endgame. It's in the documents. Now they're rolling it out. First, U.S. troops at the Winter Olympics last year. Canadian troops at NLE 09. Mexican troops, landing in Florida. All of this is happening. It's really happening. Not Red Dawn troops coming out of the sky. Just, the troops help us now. The foreign troops, incredible. Also, Daily Mail, Libya no-fly zone an option. Obama gives strongest indication yet U.S. forces may be deployed in Middle East rebellion. Continuing, Forbes tells you what I told you 8 years ago. Boom, today, docs reveal TSA plan for body scanners for pedestrians and train passengers. Then it's already in local news. They're already doing it with huge high-powered systems, having people drive their cars under it, radiating them off the charts above chest x-rays or MRIs, and with the TSA, with National Guard and others, literally standing around under it being fried. I mean, this is off the charts insane. We've got that. Bob Chapman's, they are trying to just roll all this out like it's no big deal. I want to get into currencies first with you. And why do you think they're announcing now that, the death of the dollar is imminent? The Chinese announced yesterday by the end of this year, just 9 months away. Hard to believe that much time has already elapsed. 9.5 months away, that they're going to not accept dollars for anything purchased in China, raw goods, finished goods. What that means, clearly they're going for the exits and announcing the new global SDR as the answer. Bob Chapman, break it down for us.
Well, the global SDR cannot be used in conjunction with gold, and most people don't know that. And I don't think any system that they're going to put together will work without a 25% gold backing, whether it's a group of currencies, quality currencies, if you may, if any such thing exists, or with the dollar. And I don't think people should discount the fact that the dollar could remain the currency of world reserve. Now, I think the way that they're going to do this, and I've spoken of this in the program many times before. I think they're going to have a meeting. They're going to revalue and devalue currencies against each other. They will have multilateral default. What percentages, I don't know.
So coordinated default, what the G20's been saying for 2 years.
Yes. And my guess is it'll vary from currency to currency or country to country. The U.S., I'm looking for 2/3 devaluation. In other words, you'll have 30 cents in each dollar that you've got. But I think that there's a good chance that they may use the dollar again. And once that default and devaluation is in place, they would have the dollar back 25% by gold. Where the gold would come from, they either have it or they can borrow it. And they would use that again. And I'm just telling people, don't discount that. But it'll be a dollar, which will not be like the same that we have now. It'll be a great deal less valuable than it is today. So that's the way I think they're going to go with this. Timing, seeing that they're making these kinds of announcements, more will come over the next several months. They may try this before the end of the year, but it's hard to call. Next.
Why do you, I mean, to be specific, though, even if the dollar stays the world reserve currency, that's in a devalued position.
Yeah, absolutely. And what they're going to do with debt internally, domestically, I do not know. If they do the right thing, they will write the debt down by the same amount of money. But who knows what the people behind the scenes and the people on Wall Street want to do. I tell people, continue to pay your bills normally and take all of the money that you can and put it in gold and silver-related assets. And as all these things transpire, those will go off and up in value and offset any losses that you'll have in the dollar or perhaps any unfortunate incidences that you may have with debt.
Okay, now this is a question within a question. Suddenly, USA Today yesterday came out and said, yes, we're chemtrailing you to save the earth from global warming. Yes, we're having jets with stuff added to the fuel, spraying chemicals in the atmosphere. The Ottawa Citizen and others are saying, yes, the North American Union's real. Yes, we're going to use foreign troops in each other's countries. Just an off-the-charts classical sign of a completely criminal government. This private offshore banking cartel is absorbing North America. All of this is unfolding. Why do you think they're so brazen now, so in the face? All these things they were quietly setting up for decades now being announced.
It's very simple. You and other people like you on radio, as well as on the Internet, have forced them to move forward and come completely into the open. They don't have any choice. You go back to the Brzezinski speech of some 3 years ago. That's how fast time passes. And he said, look, you know, these people are hot on our tail. They know what we're doing. They're exposing it. We got to move fast. And they are. And they're going to make a lot of mistakes. But that's why they're doing what they're doing and why they're coming into the open.
Bob, you believe and I believe the history is clear that we have a chance to win. But how do we get the general public to realize, not just awaken, but realize how much power they've really got?
Well, I think the process is being set up, and that process is that everybody will be financially and economically, perhaps with the exception of people with gold-related assets, they'll be on their knees, and they'll be forcing them. If you want food, you want extended unemployment benefits, food stamps, you got to join the New World Order in general. And that's the way that I think that they intend to do that. But at the same time, when they make that move and the people are in that kind of a position, a lot of them are going to say, no, I don't want to do that. And a lot of other people will follow them, and you could have revolution.
Well, that's what the globalists always do. It's their tried and trusted divide and conquer. They get half the public on welfare or dependent on government contracts. The bankers implode the economy, cut off the money themselves, and then use the dispossessed, hungry masses as a weapon to be pointed at what's left of the middle class and people that are awake and aware who are actually trying to save the country.
And that's true. And it's not only that, It's all the machinations that go on in between. We've been discussing now for 6 weeks what's going on in the Middle East. And I said first on this program that I felt it was a distraction from the financial and economic problems of the United States, Great Britain, and Europe. And then we found out shortly thereafter that Frank Wisner and he's a former high official in the Central Intelligence Agency, had visited Mr. Mubarak about a month before this all happened. And as far as I'm concerned, he must have given him marching orders. And I think that the end result of what's going on in the Middle East and North Africa now is to keep nations neutralized in some form of disquiet or even chaotic condition, so that no one can assist Iran if the government's going to go after Iran.
When we come back, Bob, I want to get into the TSA. I want to get into gold, silver, oil, commodities, your predictions again, coming true right on time, where you see gold and silver going. Then we're going to open the phones up for everybody that's holding. The toll-free number to join us, 800-259-9231. Bob Chapman's our guest of theinternationalforecaster.com.
Becoming a modern smoker is now easier and more cost-effective, thanks to LeSig. Traditional smokers the world over love LeSig. E-cigarettes with a look, feel, and taste of real cigarettes, but without the nasty smoke, ashes, or stains. LeSig is powered by revolutionary microelectronic technology. A small rechargeable battery and unique replaceable cartridge provide all the satisfaction and benefits of smoking without the smoke and all the hazards. See the large variety of LeSig e-cigarette supplies and accessories at LeSig.com. That's LECIG.com. LeSig is competitively priced, comes with the best customer service, a 30-day warranty, and satisfaction guaranteed. What a great gift idea. For a 10% discount, mention GCN when you call 870-518-4307. That's 870-518-4307. Ask for fast, free, same-day shipping. Order online at LeSig.com and use promo code GCN at checkout. That's LECIG.com. LeSig, for today's modern smoker.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realist, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237.